Hello everyone and welcome back to Prodigal Overland. My name's Brad. If you're new here, welcome. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a channel update. I'm going to talk about kind of 2022, what was going on with us. If you've been following us for a while, we've been kind of hit or miss lately as far as putting videos out. I'm going to explain why. But then also tell you what's coming for 2023 and some new trips that are coming down the pipe. I have my little post-it note here, so hopefully it won't be super long. But I wanted to go ahead and put this out to just kind of update everybody on what's been going on with us. All right, guys, so let's kind of briefly give a recap of 2022. So the end of 2021, October, we came off the road full time. So prior to that, we had been traveling full time on the road in a fifth wheel, a 40-foot fifth wheel with our 3 kids, my wife, Lauren, and 2 big dogs. And as we were traveling, we were doing events, many of which we had folks join us, and we documented those. Those are on our channel. But the end of 2021, we actually settled down in the Asheville area. We came off the road, primarily, honestly, because a couple reasons. Number one, we were running out of money. To kind of fund our adventures, we had sold our house and we're living off some of the equity in that. We always knew that the full time out on the road would probably be a little bit temporary. We had hoped to do a full year. We did 2. But our fallback had always been to just kind of get back to our day jobs. Lauren is an occupational therapist, and she has started working full time at a local hospital. She started that in the end of 2021. And I'm a physical therapist, and I started doing telehealth actually while we were still on the road, and I do that as well as homeschool our kids. So we've had that going on. In addition to that, we actually bought land here in the Asheville area, and we're working on finding a builder, finding a bank, doing that kind of house stuff, trying to reintegrate into kind of a normal life, normal world kind of scenario. So that is underway, kind of. Our land goes up over there on the hill. We're waiting on basement walls. So maybe while I'm filming, the guys will just roll down this road and get ready to start. I don't know. But they broke ground. We've got footers in right now. And hopefully by summer, we will have a legitimate house. In the meantime, we're in a rental in the area. So that housing situation has been taken care of. Another big change for us has been our oldest son, Caleb, who is 16, junior in high school, actually started taking college classes at a local community college. So we were getting him through his first semester last semester, which would have been the fall semester, and he did really well. But that took a lot of work and a lot of adapting, especially since our kids have been homeschooled. And so he basically went from a junior in high school as a homeschooler to a full-time student in college, taking real college level courses. So that was an adjustment. And me being the one that's home with the kids, I'm the one that's kind of helped him navigate that. Especially the pre-calc. My wife Lauren helped a lot with kind of papers. But all that to say, we've had a lot going on, which is why we've been a little less consistent with the videos, and really trying to honestly figure out what is staying and what is going. Was kind of 2022. So we've got that figured out. So that was 2022 recap. I apologize for not being more kind of forthright with what's going on. A lot of times we weren't 100% sure of what was going on, so to give a recap to people when we're kind of all over the place isn't very helpful. So guys, before we 100% jump into what's coming new, we did the recap. Before we jump into the new changes, which we have a new addition, so definitely stick around for that. New addition to our team, super pumped. But before I do that, I really want to clarify our vision, because we started as a full-time travel family, and then I think somewhere along the line we became known as the Grand Cherokee guys. We draw a lot of Jeep Grand Cherokees. When we started, there weren't a whole lot of people wheeling in those, and so I think we were the only ones that actually had a channel that was putting out consistent content as we traveled. So we kind of grew an audience and still have an audience of that, and I want to recognize that and thank you guys for your support. The Grand Cherokee platform has been just an amazing platform to work with. We still have it. In fact, here in a couple weeks, Lauren and I will both be out. She's going to drive one. I'll drive the Gladiator, but we still have it. So it's still here. In fact, we've got that new bumper from Chief Products that we're going to have out on the trails for the first time. So we'll see how that goes. But all that to say is, as much as I have enjoyed wheeling in the Jeep Grand Cherokee, if that is what we're known for, is just being a Jeep Grand Cherokee channel, honestly, I will feel frustrated by that or like kind of let down. So our main vision, and if you've been out with us, you know this, and I think the new website I just spent time redesigning, building from scratch, it really helps to clarify this. But we are about connecting people. That's what we're about. That's what I want to be known for. That's what Lauren wants to be known for. We live in a world today that is fractured, that everybody's got a team and a side, and we are so ready to cancel people and to disagree and attack people. We've as a society, I feel like we have lost the ability to be friends with people that don't necessarily see eye to eye with us. And we have personally, Lauren and I, and really Lauren, this is where Lauren shines, is she is an excellent connector. Lauren does a fantastic job connecting people, and people that don't necessarily look or think like us, and I've learned a lot from her. But what we want to be known as a brand is a connector of people. You know, our tagline is "Be a part of the story." We want you guys to be a part of our story of redemption, of healing, but also our story moving forward, which I don't even know what that looks like yet. But we want you to be a part of not only our story, but the story of redemption, a story of a better way. And that's what we at Prodigal Overland want to be about. And we have some videos about that. Again, I'll put some up there that kind of clarifies that vision a little bit more. But it's not just about the stuff. Vehicles are cool. I love adventure, for sure, 100%. I love adventure. If you come out with us, you're going to have an adventure. But what we do is we take obstacles. So the way we run our trips is we take a group of strangers, because often people don't know each other when they come on our trips. So they're just meeting each other for the first time. We take a group of strangers and we present them with the obstacle or the challenges of going out off-road. Many of these folks have not been out before or are just starting out. And so we have found that there's a super binding effect when you come together with a group of people and you need each other to overcome certain challenges. And so we love watching a team form and develop over our weekends. And many of the people that have met on our weekends become friends themselves, and many of those folks have become our good friends through our trips and getting to know them. So we want to be a connector of people. We want to be telling a story of redemption and a story of healing is really what we're about. And we do lots of cool Jeep stuff. So, and go some pretty awesome places. But the core of it for us needs to be the people. We love people. We want to see people connected. And it's about that. So if you're like watching this and you're just a gearhead and that's all you care about and you hate people and you hate connecting with people, like, we're probably not for you. So just keep that in mind. But I want to clarify that, and we'll keep like clarifying that, because I'm not sure we did a really good job of that so far. But you're going to see that continued as we move forward to be something that we just keep hitting on. It's really about the people. So I just spent the last month or so putting together a trip list. So one of the problems I'm having now, or we are having as a team, is when we were traveling full time, everybody was available and everybody had a role. Caleb did most of our drone photography. He's in college now, so even on the weekends he's not always super available. Lauren was handling all the website and the social media stuff, and also spotting for us out on the trails, and obviously helping run the events that you guys are watching. She's working full time now, and so her availability to help out has been dramatically reduced. So I was honestly mourning and just kind of missing that aspect, but that's goods and bads, you know. For every positive, often there's new problems. So we were kind of living through some of that, but we do have trips coming up, and I was super. So here's a new addition to the team we have, and I'm super pumped about this. I really am. Can't think of a better person to help us out. If you guys have been watching us since the beginning, you're gonna know this guy, our good buddy Jeff, who we met actually while we were traveling. We met him and his family while we were traveling. Jeff is actually going to help run some trips. So they live up in Michigan, but we're going to be doing a Western loop, and Jeff is going to be there helping. Jeff has got 24 years of active military service in Special Forces, with advanced training in off-road recovery, survival, and very specialty forces kind of things that he doesn't like to talk about, that probably shouldn't talk about, but he has got a ton of training and actually used to train people in some of this stuff. So a big part of our trips have been education, on the trail education. Jeff is going to come in and able to really kind of up that a little bit more and really just give us a boost in that department as well. All right. And the last thing I want to talk about here is what's coming, these new trips. So we actually have trips. Now that we're based kind of in the Southeast, in North Carolina, guys, you're going to see trips, like repeated trips to Windrock, Tennessee. That's not far from us. That's a couple hours from us. Uwharrie National Forest is not far. We were just in Gulches, South Carolina. So you're going to see a lot of trips that are kind of local to that Southeast area because honestly, they're easy for us to get to. Windrock is a fantastic park. We've been there several times. It's massive. It's 73,000 acres. It's bigger than the city of Knoxville. So there are trails galore there. In fact, we'll be there here in just a couple weeks with Venture Unknown. We're going to help lead a group. There's going to be like 200 plus rigs out there. It's going to be epic. So we're going to be there. Laura and I both will have both vehicles there at Windrock. But it's just a great place and it's close to us. So you're going to see us kind of circling and hitting those spots pretty regularly. But then also come the end of the summer, we're going to be doing a Western loop. So we're going to hit Uwharrie, Moab, Sedona, and then swing back through and hit Hot Springs. So all of that information and prices is on our brand new website, which I spent the last month or so building. So it's there. It should be live now if I've done this right. So you can head over there and see our trips. Just a note on those trips, we keep them small intentionally. So like for instance, this Windrock, like I said, that we're going to go help out is going to be 200 plus rigs total. We're going to be leading a group of, I think we'll have 12 in our group, as will pretty much every team. And that's a lot of rigs to kind of manage. And one of the things we do on our events is we kind of shrink that down quite a bit. Usually we're running maybe 5, 6, 7 at most rigs, depending on where we go. Some places like Windrock can handle that. I mean, it really can. Windrock can handle 200 rigs and not be a madhouse. But some of these other places we go, we can't have 12 rigs in line. It'll be just a mess. So we intentionally keep rigs, our group size, small. Number one, because I like small groups and I interact much better in small group settings. But it's much more intimate and you really get to know people well. And you it's not like you're there with a madhouse. It just really allows people to connect. So we will have those trips. Like I said, they're up now on our website. I'm also going to do a little video on our website kind of going more in depth about our trips. But I always get comments on how much I talk. So I'm trying to reduce that. A couple more things though about the trips. Number one, I'm super excited is we're starting to do custom badges for each location. We've always given people kind of our Prodigal Overland badge if you come out on our trip. Now we're going to start actually, and my daughter Nora is helping to design these, so super pumped about that. She's doing a great job. But we've got patches per location. So there'll be a Moab patch, and a Uwharrie patch, a Sedona patch, a Windrock patch, so that you guys can earn patches or badges as you come out with us that you can kind of proudly display, knowing that you can't buy these things. The only way you get them is if you are there with us. So I'm pumped about that. Another cool thing, with the addition of our rooftop tent on the Gladiator, with this guy here, and the setup, one of the reasons I wanted the Gladiators, because I wanted a setup that could really do kind of these more pure overlanding experiences. So we are going to be doing the Kentucky Adventure Trail here. We're going to scope out different sections of that. We're also going to be doing probably the Georgia Traverse. We've got several kind of overlandy trips here that we're currently exploring for ourselves with some friends, but I hope to eventually be able to do trips as well. Right now, all our trips have been kind of base camp style, where we we stay in an area and we head out and do trails. But I really want to get into some more overlanding where we're mobile the whole time. So look for that coming new in 2023 as well. All right, guys, that's the update. New trips coming, new edition with Jeff, and we haven't disappeared. So, and we still have both vehicles. So still more content coming on the Grand Cherokee and the Gladiator, but remember, they are just the tools that helps us connect with people. So if you've been out with us, you know that. I don't need to tell you, but we're about connecting people and making those relationships. And you don't have to think and believe everything we believe, which is fun. It's surprising to people that you can still be really good friends with people that you don't see 100% eye to eye on. So we love showing people that, and we love seeing people tackle challenges. I will put a link to our website below. There's an area to subscribe. You can do that. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure what happens after you put your email into that. So there are some things I need to learn and work out. So please be tolerant with me, because it's not like there's a massive team behind us. We're doing a lot of this on our own and figuring this out as we go. But I wanted to get these new trips up because we do have people ask us consistently. I do anticipate these trips. Many of them will sell out. So just be aware of that. Like I said, we keep these trips small. So if you're kind of on the fence, at least go check out that website. Like I said, I'll have more over there explaining what to expect from our trips and who would be a good candidate for it. So, guys, thanks again so much, and we will see you again real soon.